Alright, I don't know what's going on because, as you know, my camera is broken, so I can't see anything, but I just hope that it works. Here's what I've got to say. Here's my updates of all sorts. Number one, I need my hair cut. Yes, I realize in that family photo I look like I have a helmet on. Number two, cannot lose weight. I can lose, and then I gain it right back at the end of the week because of various things where I'm not fully committed to, I'm just not fully committed to what I'm eating. I'm just not. I mean, obviously there was the hostess issues over the weekend, plus we went to a Chinese buffet, Asiana I think it's called, and people, it was fantastic. Went there last night. Really, actually really good. I didn't have high hopes for it. And I don't do well with, like, I've never thought like an Asian buffet was going to be great. No, it was great. Really good. Kind of wish they didn't have that pile of fried wontons covered in syrup because I went to town on those. Anyway, I digress. Basically, here's what's going on. In the beginning of the week, I'm picking a calorie limit. I'm writing down what I eat, and I'm kind of sticking into my calorie limit. But the calorie limit was based on my exercising, and I haven't been sticking to exercising, even though I want to do it. It's just not as easy as it was before in Ann Arbor because our schedule is different, and I get kind of stressed out at night because I got to get ready for school in the morning, and it's just not really coming together for me. I thought maybe with kid in school, baby would nap, and I could work out then. That would be great, wouldn't it? She doesn't nap. She does, but she doesn't nap until kid gets home from school, which is ideal. So even though she's getting up earlier, instead of napping earlier, she's actually napping later, which I really appreciate, so I never have time without kid. I mean, it's fine, whatever, but I can't work out. And I'm having a hard time getting Mr. F to come home early enough that we can be having dinner really early, so I'm basically back to the, like, eating dinner, totally full gut, or working out, which is never, like, exactly what you want. I'm trying to use it as inspiration, though, to eat smaller portions at dinner. And that's why, if you're wondering, I've gone down to 1550, and some people might think that's really low. It's not, I mean, that's what normal people eat. I mean, I am still breastfeeding, so there's that. But let's face it, my milk supply is pretty well established at this point. And anyone who's wondering, if you breastfeed for 6 consecutive years, guess what? You definitely need some enhancement surgery. Oh, well, here's the deal with the weight loss. It's not that I look huge, and I will say that I have seen my reflection places and been like, you're totally thin, what's your deal? It's that my body composition has changed, and I'm definitely more fat than I was. I mean, factually speaking, I am, you know, like 4% more. And that's a big difference, and that's like, and the way that I carry it, it's like almost all completely on my stomach in the front, which is where I have like my skin issues from the huge pregnancies, and it just makes me feel bad about myself. It makes me feel self-conscious in my clothes, and it's just, you know, having gotten to a point where I felt better about all that stuff, knowing that if I'm just, you know, all I need to do is be like 4 pounds less and 4% body fat less, that I can feel great about myself. It's just like, why won't I let myself do it? I mean, it's making me crazy. Like, it's not like before where I didn't know how much better that would be. Dude, it's much better, and yet I'm still sabotaging myself. So I'm kind of frustrated, and I will say this, people who are wondering, it's definitely easier to lose all the weight following up with my postpartum weight loss because, like, you had the momentum. It is very hard. I mean, I will acknowledge that for everybody. It is much harder when you're just having to pick it up and make it happen. So, definitely frustrated on that front. And I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna try. I'm just gonna try one day at a time. Instead of, like, committing for the whole week just every morning, I'm just gonna be like, you know that you want this, so let's make the right choices. And hopefully I will, you know. I did get some Kashi GoLean roll bars. I found them. They were like 3 times as much as they should have been, but I got a couple. And Mr. F keeps teasing me with the notion of going to a Whole Foods in Greenville when he goes down there for work, and then he keeps not going down there, so when he does that, boom, boom, getting a whole case of them. Because they got them for like 99 cents, and that's a good deal. What else can I tell you? We had a good time this weekend. We got to go to a barbecue that our friends from Ann Arbor invited us to, which was great. Nice to be able to socialize and know people, you know, like I was saying, be comfortable. And there was some really good food there. So that was a bonus. What else? We went to Lake Lure to go swimming, which kind of had a funky Rye Playland feel. Anyone who's familiar with that? That's where they filmed the movie Big, when he goes to the amusement park. There's like a beach there, and it was very much like that. And the kids had a great time. Totally fun. Definitely be doing that next year. And it's beautiful drive down there, and right in the town, like surrounding it, gorgeous. And I felt like, now this is where I would probably rather live. But only time will tell. Although really, I pretty much decided that what I really want to do is move back to New York, and I've decided that a good 8 years ago when we moved, but I'm really serious about it now. So I'm really hoping that Mr. F will be able to parlay this into something else there in the next 5 years. That's my goal. By then, I'll have no kids in strollers, no stroller nightmare on the subway, and you know, people, I've never been anywhere where I felt more like myself than when I lived there. I mean, it was really a good place for me, and a good place for Mr. F. Really, I mean, we're just New York City style people. So, we've tried everything else, and it has never been as good or as fulfilling. So, that's pretty much where I'm at. Our marriage is doing better, if you're wondering. Not just because of our anniversary, actually. That was like the most uneventful anniversary of all time. No, sorry. I have like 1 more minute to talk to you. I'm feeling less depressed about being here. I'm not necessarily loving it or feeling comfortable. I'm just kind of like, fine, this is my life. I would like to have friends. Definitely. But if we're not having friends, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, friends is on my agenda. Hoping to figure out a way to make friends sometime soon. And I am going to be getting my hair cut, and maybe the hairdresser and I will reunite. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel comfortable calling her just to hang out. You know what I mean? I felt like, well, she could call me, and she didn't, so that's that. Also, people on the horizon, Fly Lady. I failed at Fly Lady before, but I need it. You can tell that I need some help. And we haven't even fully unpacked, and so, you know, there's like little bits everywhere, and I just feel like maybe Fly Lady will work this time, just to focus on one room, and like, I think I need it. Alright, that's where I'm at. Check, check.